Hello everybody, I'm BC Begley, and these are your news headlines for November the 16th of 2022. NATO chief says Poland blast likely caused by Ukrainian missile, but not Ukraine's fault. NATO said there was no indication that the missile strike that hit a Polish border village on Tuesday night was deliberate, saying that Russia was ultimately to blame as it continues to bombard Ukraine with missiles. Rick Scott and Mitch McConnell battle for GOP leader. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell and Senator Rick Scott are set to face off Wednesday over who will be the party's leader in the Senate, in a battle that could significantly shape the party's direction heading into 2024. Thanksgiving meal prices rise to new record high. Your Thanksgiving meal with all of the trimmings is expected to cost 20% more than last year. Nearly every ingredient in the classic Thanksgiving feast is more expensive between inflation, supply chain interruptions, and the avian flu, according to the American Farm Bureau's annual Thanksgiving dinner survey. Amazon launches virtual healthcare clinic in the United States for common ailments. Amazon.com Inc. on Tuesday launched Amazon Clinic, a virtual platform where users can connect with healthcare providers to help treat common ailments like allergies and skin conditions. Butchered bodies wash ashore Acapulco. The butchered remains of 3 people washed ashore in Acapulco, Mexico over the weekend, shocking beachgoers at the once thriving holiday hotspot. Feet of snow to bury buffalo as potentially historic lake effect event looms. A winter storm watch has been issued for parts of western New York State ahead of a long-duration lake effect snow event that could produce potentially record-setting amounts of 3 to 6 feet of snowfall. Spacey faces new sex assault charges in the United Kingdom. The authorities in Britain have authorized 7 new criminal charges against Hollywood actor Kevin Spacey, including 3 counts of sexual assault, the country's Crown Prosecution Service announced in a news release on Wednesday. University of Virginia student charged in deaths of 3 football players shot 1 victim in his sleep, prosecutors say. A University of Virginia student charged with fatally shooting 3 football players after a field trip over the weekend shot one of the victims while he was sleeping and appeared to be aiming at certain people, prosecutors said on Wednesday. Hunter Biden interview goes off the rails as host says his hands were tied from asking political questions. Hunter Biden's interview on a Twitter Spaces live broadcast delved into chaos after he was apparently disconnected from the line and the host launched into a rant about his hands being tied on what he was allowed to ask the president's son. Artemis 1 mission shares spectacular view of Earth after a historic launch. The historic Artemis 1 mission took flight in the early hours of Wednesday morning after months of anticipation. The milestone event kicked off a journey that will send an uncrewed spacecraft around the moon, paving the way for NASA to return astronauts to the lunar surface for the first time in half a century. 22 Los Angeles Sheriff's Deputy recruits injured after being struck by wrong-way driver in Whittier, authorities say. A total of 22 Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department recruits were injured after they were struck by a wrong-way driver during their run on Wednesday, authorities said. Germany rejects no-fly zone. It could lead to NATO-Russia confrontation. Establishing a no-fly zone would pose a threat of direct confrontation between Russia and NATO, a German government spokesman said, after a missile blast in Poland near the Ukrainian border killed 2 people on Tuesday. South Korea cuts funding to broadcaster as concern over press freedom grows. A popular South Korean broadcaster accused of political bias is set to lose its city funding amid concern press freedoms are being restricted under the Yoon Suk Yeol government. Amateur historian discovers 600-year-old English coin in Newfoundland. The discovery of a rare gold coin on the south coast of Newfoundland, Canada, may challenge traditional historical narratives about the timing of European contact in the region as it predates explorer John Cabot's arrival on the island by at least 70 years. A 9-year-old boy was among 2 stabbed in an unprovoked attack at a Target store in Los Angeles, police say. 2 people were stabbed, including a 9-year-old boy, at a Target store in downtown Los Angeles Tuesday evening in what police are describing as an unprovoked and heinous act. The suspect, a 40-year-old man, was then shot and killed by a security guard who confronted him, according to the Los Angeles Police Department Chief Michael Moore. Fetterman advisors tell reporters yelling questions at the senator-elect will not work due to his stroke. Rebecca Katz, advisor to Senator-elect John Fetterman, argued on Twitter that reporters' traditional method of yelling questions at senators in the hallways will not work with the Democratic Pennsylvania politician. Judge blocks the United States from using Title 42 to expel migrants. A federal judge issued an order on Tuesday barring federal authorities from using Title 42, which is a Trump-era rule that allowed the United States to quickly expel migrants who crossed the border. The FBI is extremely concerned about China's influence through TikTok on the United States users. Federal Bureau of Investigations Director Christopher Wray told lawmakers on Tuesday that he is extremely concerned about TikTok's operations within the United States. 12 injured, 2 critically in explosion and fire at Gaithersburg condo building. 12 people were injured, including 2 critically, in an explosion and fire that ripped through a condo building in Gaithersburg, Maryland, Wednesday morning. Guys, thank you for watching the video. Once again, all of the links for the articles that I covered in this video can be found in the description. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel, and you can find me for more updates at my website at bcbegley.com. You guys have a good day.